action on that. But to say, I'm going to give this person, 10% catch up because they're in a group that has been marginalized in the past. And then I'm going to give this person in a group that wasn't marginalized in the past only 5% because I've only got so much money. Well, that would be showing preference. So that wouldn't be necessarily good business either, but it would be showing preference. And so instead, you would look at it and go, okay, how can we spread out that money? Who's doing the better job? Who do we worry more about losing for our business? And you would distribute your money that way. How long have they been here? You wouldn't use criteria that they'd been in a marginalized group in the past. And you wouldn't use that for any of your employment decisions anymore. And so that's why a documented performance management system becomes essential because this clear documentation can help ensure merit-based decisions and defend against claims. It'll force you to do something that will act in your own defense. And these days, yes, you can do it on paper and pencil, but it's a lot easier to automate that process. And if you've been wanting a performance management system in HR, now's a good time to make your move for the money because you know how they always think in HR, you don't need any technology. You've got payroll. No, I need a few other things, so definitely I would start with that. You're going to have more complaints going forward. I would probably get an automated incident tracking system as well. If you want any thoughts on those, hit me up. I can tell you, but I'm not going to try and sell you something here. But the thing about automated performance management systems is they have upper level reviews. They remind people to do them. That a lot of them had libraries that would help you work. That's kind of moving over into an AI approach, if you will. So they will, especially if you're one of these larger companies, they will do something that will act in your own defense. As I said, you're going to get an increase in complaints from those that feel they've lost their voice versus those that now feel like they've regained their voice. So,
okay. Well, I mean, I know you've got a lot more, but we're starting to run out of time. So,
no.
Kim's got a question, so let me ask her to talk, if that's okay. Okay. Kim, what's your question? Oh, she's still muted. Oh, there you are. Actually, here's another question. What was the name of the site you mentioned that provided neutral information? JD or something, it sounded like?
UPRA, jdsuper.com.
Okay. Okay, Kim didn't have a question. Okay, so we got a few more minutes.
More slides.
Got a couple more slides.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So performance management is about merit. And so the idea in the business is it will base employees' expectations and the company's expectations on something that aligns, meeting and exceeding business goals. And it's going to leave a clear line of sight. Are you complying with compliance directives? And you are, because you are clarifying and setting expectations for performance, and those can also drive your hiring requirements. And high performers love them because it bases their expectations on clearly defined goals. And it can weed out low performers because they don't like the sunshine of scrutiny. And your customers experience better outcomes. So it's better for everybody. It minimizes compliance risk, makes your high performers happy. The business accomplishes its goals, if you will. So just some silver linings for you. Seek legal guidance early. I mean, sooner than later. And know that key protections remain. State level, unless they change them, their protections remain. Read the executive orders, even when you don't want to. Keep an idea on these official agencies' websites. And as my English professor used to say, anytime you read anything, it's trying to move you, persuade you, take action, don't take action, do something, don't do something. So when you read, you're always trying to figure out what that document's trying to get you to think or do. And even if you don't want to, I suggest that people read Project 2025 because about 60 of the things he's done so far have aligned directly with that. So if you want a roadmap of where things are going, I mean, when you vote for someone, you're voting for a political party, you're voting for a political platform. And think of it this way, Project 2025 is just a very detailed roadmap of what was their political platform.
Yeah.
And we're thinking of just some ideas on the slide for you here. Support comes in different ways. Your EAPs can be very helpful to you in offering support for employees, brown bags. I used to do these years ago, and I tell you, money, credit, and stress are always clear winners, but especially these days. Maybe you could put in how to do your own chickens or
Yeah, I
like
know.
that.
You're starting giving eggs for Christmas because
Yeah,
it's getting a little expensive.
exactly. So
Yeah.
just some ideas there for you. Um, and like I said, at the end of the month when we do our class, we go through all of this. We do how to do it from we don't just do performance improvement plans and employee discipline. We spend the first 3 days on how to do performance management, write goals, get your supervisors on board. We go through the whole process of how to do it for 5 days. All right, so
You
it's
did it. You
11:20.
did it.
Do I have? I know a little faith there. Do I have any more questions?
No, not any more questions right now. Everything's great. One question came from Kim about downloading the slide deck. If you click on the resources tab below, you will see a link to that, and you can download it. And if you have problems, just send support at Career Learning, and we'll send you the deck. And just also remember that this class is coming up towards the end of the month, and you guys are cordially invited, and we have a 20% off discount. So if you use the coupon code Terry20, you will get 20% off. So with that said, thank you very much, Terry, for doing this. I really appreciate your time. I'm sure everybody else got a lot of value out of this, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next class. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day.